Very good evening once again. Today we are going to discuss about the third quantum number, and that is magnetic quantum number. This quantum number will let you know about the behavior of the electron in the magnetic field, right? जैसे suppose this is nucleus, around this there is an electron. It will create its own magnetic field, but it will feel the external magnetic field of earth also, जिसकी वजह से it will orient in particular direction around the nucleus, and that space where it will orient itself in the particular direction of magnetic field will be termed as orbital. अब आपको ये कॉन्सेप्ट का समझ में आना ज़रूरी है. जो प्रिंसिपल क्वांटम नंबर था वो आपको बताता था कि के शेल है, एल शेल है, एम शेल है. जो एजेमिथुल क्वांटम नंबर है वो आपको सब शेल के बारे में बताता था बाय यूजिंग द फॉर्मूला n-1. मीन्स अगर आपके पास n इज़ इक्वल टू 1 है तो l की वैल्यू आ जाती थी 0. तो 0 का मतलब होता था s ऑर्बिटल, राइट. अब जो ये आपके पास है मैग्नेटिक क्वांटम नंबर, दिस विल लेट यू नो अबाउट दी orbitals in the subshell. This will let you know about the orbitals in subshell. तो इसका फॉर्मूला आप यूज़ करोगे 2l + 1. अगर सपोज़ करो आपके पास n की वैल्यू 1 है तो l की वैल्यू कितनी आएगी, n-1. 1 - 1 इज़ इक्वल टू 0. तो मतलब l इज़ इक्वल टू 0 अगर आप यहाँ पुट करते हो तो आपके पास जो ml की वैल्यू आ जाती है वो 1 आती है. इसका मतलब है कि अगर आप इससे देखते हो ये किसकी बात हो रही है, किस ऑर्बिटल की, एस ऑर्बिटल की. तो एस और एस सबशेल की बात हो रही है. तो एस सबशेल में कितने ऑर्बिटल्स होंगे, ओनली 1. मतलब एस हैज़ ओनली 1 ऑर्बिटल. सेम वे इफ़ यू गो विद n इज़ इक्वल टू 2 तो l विल बी इक्वल टू 2 - 1 इज़ इक्वल टू 1. इसका मतलब है कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट p ऑर्बिटल. देन पुट द वैल्यू 2l + 1 के अंदर. तो 2 1 आप पुट करोगे यहाँ पे वैल्यू तो यहाँ पे आएगा 2 1 + 1. इट मीन्स इट इज़ इक्वल टू 3. इट मीन्स p सब शेल हैज़ 3 ऑर्बिटल्स. वो कौन से होंगे 3 ऑर्बिटल, और वो आप ऐसे भी रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो. जो 3 ऑर्बिटल्स इसके आएंगे p सब शेल के वो -1 0 एंड +1. दिस इसको आप और कैसे रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो, px py और pz के फॉर्म में. अंडरस्टैंड. So this is regarding this is regarding magnetic quantum number. This is very important. You have to correlate it with the previous quantum numbers, then you can tell about it. Coming to next part, it is given here. You can see this is a value of n, this is a value of l. You can easily calculate ml by using formula 2l + 1, and l can be calculated by using formula n-1. And orbitals you will get here, and the number of subshells you will get from this l value. Means 0 means having only 1, again 1, then again 3. So the number of orbitals in the shell you can easily calculate by using the formula. Now moving forward, if you have to calculate the number of orbitals in case of d subshell, suppose l is equal to 2, use the formula 2l + 1. 2 into 2 + 1 is equal to 5. So it means d 2 means what, 0 if l value is 0, it means it is s. L value is 1, it means p. L value is 2, it means it is d. So here it is 2, it means it is d. It means d subshell. D subshell has how many orbitals, 5 orbitals. In this way you can easily calculate. Understand. Now coming to spin quantum number, electron spin quantum number. This will let you know about the spin orientation of the electron, that it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. So it can have only two values, +1/2 and -1/2. Spin can be up or spin can be down. Okay, so one more formula is there which can help you to calculate the spin angular momentum. Spin angular momentum, the formula is s + 1 h upon 2 pi, and you just put the value here. S is 1/2, 1/2 + 1, and h upon 2 pi is there. Okay, so you will get here Take the LCM over here. It is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 means 3 by 4. So it is under root 3 by 4 h upon 4 pi. You can easily calculate it. So this is about clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So in short, I just want to say n will represent the main shell, principal shell, L will represent the subshell, ML will represent the number of orbitals, and MS will represent the orientation of the electron. These are the 4 quantum numbers. These are very, very important. Now important points here. Number of subshells in the nth shell is equal to n. Suppose fifth shell is there, you need to means you will denote it with this n. The number of orbitals in the subshell, this I have already mentioned. Number of electron in the subshell, this is new one, so please go for it. 2l plus 1, this is a formula to calculate the number of electrons in the subshell. Means if you know the value of L, you can easily calculate the number of electron there. After this, shapes of atomic orbitals. So let's see what are the shapes of atomic orbital. But before it I would like to go towards another topic. Before discussing the shapes, there is another topic. 2 rules are there. One is Pauli exclusion principle. Okay, so what is this Pauli exclusion principle? No 2 electron in an atom can have same value for all 4 quantum numbers. Means in an atom, if 2 electrons are there, then those 2 electrons cannot have the values of all quantum numbers the same. So this principle can be easily understood. We have learned that an orbital is specified by 3 quantum numbers, n, l and m, and one more is there, means the value of spin. It can be clockwise or anti-clockwise. In other words, orbital can have at most 2 electrons provided their spin quantum numbers are different. Means if they are having the 3 values suppose same, but their spin will always be different, so this is valid. No 2 electron in an atom can have same values of all 4 quantum numbers. Okay, so if I consider here one example, consider K shell. So if K shell is there, it means n is equal to 1. It means L will be n minus 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, and m will be 2l plus 1. So put the value here 1. It means it is, we are talking about here s orbital, and if it is s orbital, it's fine. It can have either of the 2 values for spin quantum number, plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. So these will be the different one. Here what we are getting, you can see, we are getting here n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0, and if you talk about m, 2l plus 1, as it will become 0, it is also 1, but it can have either of the 2 values of s, that is plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. Means all the 4 quantum numbers will not be same at all. Understand? After this there are a few questions given in your book that you will do as a practice for that. You will do the practice for the same. Here there is a next topic, the shapes of atomic orbital. It is obtained from variation of the wave function as the distance from the nucleus. Shape of the orbital may be represented in terms of boundary surfaces. These boundary surface diagram give the most probable region. Means we have to deal here with psi and psi square. Psi will let you know otherwise about the amplitude, but whenever you have to tell about the shapes, so this will help you know to the distance from the nucleus. Obviously it will let you know the amplitude, and psi square will let you know about the probability of the electron around the nucleus, to find the electron around the nucleus. So I will let you know the meaning of node also, but before that, when we will discuss the shapes of atomic orbital, then we should know about the radial wave functions and probability function. Radial wave function is psi, and probability, as already I mentioned about the orbital, this is psi square, right? This we will discuss in the next video. Thank you so much.